Shit. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Snakeden office. As always, I'm Travis from Snakeden Entertainment and the Cursed Sons. December is going to be a busy month, so let's just not piss around and get right to the news. Starting off right here, real quick and easy, because it's only an hour north of me, Darkwater Duo has an official merch store. Yes, you the fans have clamored for it, and you the fans got it. You can check it out right here. In other merch news, Darkness on the Radio has a Kickstarter going for their new shirt. It closes the 3rd of December on Tuesday. You have till Tuesday. Sorry it's late, but I only do the news segments once a month. I can't help it. This is when I got the notice for it. So for $20, you can get their newest design shipped right to your door. Lancaster, PA's own A Scent Like Wolves has some limited edition merch that they're getting ready to drop on you. These designs will not be printed again. There's bundles, and some of the hoodie bundles also get you a copy of their album Spirit Vessel, as well as a copy of the reissue of the And the Story Goes. You can check that shit out right now. You guys remember the Brockway band Neocracy? Yeah, they were around, one of the bands that I worked with way back in the day. Well, they're coming back. They have pre-orders for their latest album. The pre-orders open December 1st. And it's for their new album, Terraformers. The download and online streaming will be available December 18th. I'm super excited about this, so definitely check them out right here. And on to other news. Located in Cretan, PA, just outside of Pittsburgh, there's a small venue that was just bought by First Angel Media called the Templars. It's a 100-seater venue, and your band, your promotional company can rent it for a price. All you gotta do is contact Suzanne Decree at this. Now, here's something fun that I come across. Unsigned, Not Unheard is a Facebook page that I often frequent. You can find new bands and all kinds of cool stuff. They brought back something really neat that they do. It's called the Unsigned Unheard Top 10. Now, these are the top 10 bands that are not only whooping some ass at playing shows and getting out there and doing their thing, they're also lifting other bands up. Now, you can check out Unsigned Not Unheard right here. And as for their top 10 goes as follows. So, if Unsigned Unheard thinks that these guys are good, you should probably check them out. For those of you who don't know the Metal Moose podcast, this is how I stumbled across this guy. It's a really cool podcast that I got to listen to, and I believe it's on YouTube. I don't know if I picked it up on YouTube or Spotify, but I listen to it here and there. It's a good way to figure out or to find underground bands all across the country. The podcast is run by Wes Moose Jacques, and Wes also runs a little company called Metal Coffee PR. Now you can check out all the stuff that they offer right here at www.themetalmoose.com. He offers a whole host of things that he can do to help you get your band's name out there, and I heard he does it at one hell of a price too. So hit up the Metal Moose, maybe he can help you out. And now we're into the actual meat and potatoes of this, the moment that everybody's always waiting for. What shows do I know about and which ones am I going to tell you about? Well, I try to tell you about as many of them as I possibly can, but not all of them bounce across my radar. I usually use my Facebook feed or watch venues and bands that I really like. So that's usually how this stuff comes up. So if you're bummed out that this is the third month I've done the news and I haven't hit your band up yet, dude, feel free to drop me a message. I want to promote your band. Even if it's something I'm not interested in, I'll still at least mention it. So, here we go. December 2nd, at the Rebar in State College. Yes, that's right. The old Crowbar is open again, and it's called the Rebar now. Saving Abel. They are playing with my boys from Maryland, Silver Tongue. Silver Tongue's got a new drummer, and they're parading her out for the first time. You can get tickets at eventbrite.com or get them from one of the opening acts if there are any. This is just all the information I have. Tickets are $20, and the show starts at 8. Tuesday, December 3rd, at the Craft House in Pittsburgh. Groove rock from Pottsville, Pennsylvania. That's right, I'm talking about Crowbot. They're bringing 68 from Atlanta, Georgia with them. And West Virginia's own Cult of Conspiracy. Now this is weird. I've never been to the Craft House, but it says the tickets range from $14 to $16 for general admission. I don't know how that works. And they're also offering a VIP package for $26.50. Now to get the information on the VIP package, you got to look up Crowbot or the Craft House. That'll have all the information you need. Wednesday, December 4th, Basement Transitions in Erie, PA. Outlier from Rochester, New York. New England Saving Vice. And Secret Eyes, which contains members just up the road from me. They will be throwing down there. You can get tickets at www.brownpapertickets.com, which is the go-to for everything ticket related at Basement Transitions. Tickets are $10 in advance, and they're $13 at the door. The doors open at 6. Speaking of Secret Eyes, the following day, December 5th, at Mr. Small's Theater in Pittsburgh, they will be doing their second. That's right, second. And we're talking about Secret Eyes. It's their second record release show. And it's an all-ages show at Mr. Small's. It costs you $15. And they will be there also with Outlier, Saving Vice. But they're bringing Heaven State, Pittsburgh locals with them, and Pittsburgh Punk by the Danvers. It's an all-ages show. You can get the tickets at Dave's Music Mine and the Mr. Small's box office. Or you can call 1-866-468-3401 or hit up ticketweb.com/Mr. Smalls. December 6th, the Simulation Tour stops at the One Square Center in Easton, PA. Features Born of Osiris, Car Bomb, and The Last 10 Seconds of Life. The reason I bring up The Last 10 Seconds of Life is because my boy Cody Booker, he slings merch for them dudes. So why don't you go buy a t-shirt from him and tell him Travis sent you. And finally on the 6th, I'm really excited about this one because I finally get to mention my boys in Grey Walker. I've worked with Grey Walker a couple of times. I love these guys. At 222 Ormsby's in Pittsburgh, PA. 222 Ormsby and Katzulu Productions present Grey Walker's live vinyl LP recording. Yes, that's right. They are recording this show to put it on vinyl LP. You know, you can play it in your record player. That's pretty awesome. They're asking that you bring gently used coats, hats, jackets, hoodies, scarves, gloves, blankets to donate because they're going to be having giveaways. They're donating all this stuff, you know, for the less fortunate, and I think that's awesome. But it's still going to cost you $10 to get in. It is an all-ages show, and the doors open at 8. All right, now we're going to do a little something different with the news on this one, because the Saturdays are when everything's full, and that's when the cover bands are out, and that's when bands are really playing. So we're going to do lightning round Saturdays, so you guys got to keep up. If I don't list a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of information about any of these shows, you're going to have to look it up on your own. I'm throwing it out there. You guys just got to take the ball and, you know, decide where you want to go. Okay, so here we go. Lightning round Saturday for December 7th. PF Flyers will be at the Green Light in St. Mary's, PA. That show starts at 9. Misbehavin' will be at the Toasted Monkey in Hyde, PA. That's around the Clearfield area. That show also starts at 9. At McGarvey's on the 7th, Downshift is going to bring my boys in Roadkill with them. I don't know what time that show starts, but you're on your own with this one. And then to round it out, we're going to go. Now we have to get serious. That's the end of the lightning round for that Saturday because now we have to really cut into it. At Mr. Small's Theater, the Crucible Project and Twisted Fate Productions presents Oceans to Ash, Pittsburgh's own Transcendence, The Chronicles of June, and my boys in Nine Stitch Method. Doors open at 7. The show starts at 8. Tickets are $10 advance. And I believe it's $12 at the door. At Basement Transitions in Erie, Voodoo Brewery and Guitar Center. Sponsors Mosh for Tots. That's 2 stages, 12 bands. Show starts at 5:30. $5 to get in, or an unopened toy donation, which goes towards Toys for Tots. The Sidebar, one of my favorite bars in Katanning. For $5, you get to see the return of the Antipsychotics with Under a Nightmare, the Crooked Cobras, and Brockway's The Wasted. Sunday, September 8th, September morning, we'll be at the Hard Rock Cafe in Pittsburgh. Doors open at 7:30. Tickets are $10, and you can get them at eventbrite.com. On the 13th, Depression, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Visit the Subalpine Society, Turtle Creek, PA. It's $10 to get in. The show starts at 5, where you can see bands like Feast on the Fallen, Skies of Terror, Heaven State, Animus, Aspirant, and Joel and the Boys from Paradigm. Promises to be a good time. Check that out for sure. Also the 13th at Cativo in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's right. What would a Friday the 13th show be without the Jasons? The only punk rock band that contains Jason Voorhees and Jason Voorhees and Jason Voorhees. They'll be backed up by the Scratch and Sniffs and Rocky Dennis Face, which is one of the coolest band names in punk rock. It's $10 to get in. You gotta be 21 to get in. Also this day, Ultima Bizarre Apocalypse presents 12 producers, 15-minute sets, one theme. Now, I'm not exactly sure what's all going down here, but from what I'm gathering, it's kind of an interesting concept that might be something neat to get to check out. Each group gets a 15-minute set, and you got to roll with it. They're firing you right through there, so might be something worth checking out. And finally, the 13th at the Hourglass in Brookville. The Hourglass and Prevailor Entertainment present a canned food and toy drive featuring The Wasted, my boys from Brookville, Hatred Rising, 9 Stitch Method, and the San Francisco Sex Toys. That show starts at 8. You got to be 21 to get in. It's going to cost you $5, canned food, or a toy donation to get in. And Saturday the 14th, we don't have to lightning round this one, I don't think, but we might have to, so pay attention. At the Castle Pub in Evansburg, PA. It's the Seeds for Needs benefits. The Seeds for Needs is a benefit started by an 11-year-old boy who decided he was going to take it upon himself after having a rough bout with his health to start a garden and donate money to the local children's hospital down in Evansburg. Love the idea. But this is Headman by our boys from Darkness on the Radio. Big fans in case you haven't noticed. It'll feature Ben Dumb and the East Side Band, my favorite band from Katanning after the fall. Well, those guys bill themselves from Pittsburgh, but they're still my favorite band from Katanning. And acoustic by Joe Karoff. The show starts at 5 and there's absolutely no cover. At Jurgles in Warrendale, PA, Rat will be making their way through. They have opening acts after the fall and Super Monkey. Now this show is sold out. You're probably asking yourself, why would I mention a sold-out show? Well, because if you go to the event page on Facebook, there's people on there selling tickets left and right that can't attend the show, or, that stuff happens. So if you're looking to scrounge up tickets for this, hit it up. Also on the 19th, we're back at Basement Transitions in Erie. Anti-Flag, The Code, and the Hopeless Gospel Choir. The Code is actually a punk band that played in St. Mary's back in the day at the youth center. Doors open at 6. Finally, on the 20th, the Ray Street Brew Works in Clearfield presents Chris Ratty and the New Rebels. Don't know anything about these guys either. This is the first I've ever heard of the Ray Street Brew Works in Clearfield, so it might be something to definitely check out. Saturday, December 21st, we're going to have to hit this one with the lightning round. Negan, one of my favorite Altoona bands, they're at Slam and Sam's in Johnstown. Also Sleepwalker, they're at the Marienstadt Public House in St. Mary's. Live Nation presents the Galactic Empire at the Rex Theater in Pittsburgh. At McGarvey's Pub, Misfits and Dreamers, which is a Rush tribute, will be playing. And finally on the 21st at the Reverb in Reading, PA, the Keystone Jam 3. Yeah, that's right. They're bringing it back. They're calling it the Holiday John, and it'll feature these bands. Back to regular business at hand. The 27th in Harrisburg, PA, Pantera, Pennsylvania's premier Pantera tribute band, will be headlining the Headbangers Holiday at the XL Live. Doors open at 7. It's $10 to get in. It also features the Metallica tribute band Fade to Black. It features the Motorhead tribute band Born to Lose, and the Mosh Fits, which is a Misfits tribute band. Also on that day at the Black Forest Coffee House, Zayo. Yeah, the Zayo. They're there with Eternal Sleep and Plume. Tickets are $15. The doors open at 6:30 and the show starts at 7. And as always at Black Forge, it's all ages. And winding it out, we're talking New Year's Eve, the 31st. Warren's Afraid of Human is at their hometown place, Fat Daddy's Tap Room and Grill. They'll have a full merch table where you can get t-shirts and CDs. Let me tell you about Afraid of Human. I'm glad I finally get to mention these guys on there because these dudes are the real deal up north. Like, if you like hard rock in the vein of Godsmack and things like that, these guys are right there. They got to do the show with Corey Taylor at Zippo in Bradford. Trust me, if you got the opportunity, check these guys out. I was on Vet Jam with them one year in Bradford. Great band. And the other band playing on New Year's that I know about is Lifesick. Yeah, they're back. They're at the Phillipsburg Legion in Phillipsburg. They'll be playing 9 until midnight, and then they let a DJ take over. But, hey, at least you get to see a band for most of the night. All right, and rounding out all the news for this month, I'd like to throw out a little bit of some tour stuff. So, I mentioned Lancaster's Descent Like Wolves. They got some tour dates. They're going to be... The reason that this is real important to me is they're going to be bouncing all over PA and Southern New York for a good chunk of this tour, so you get a chance to see, a local band that is really tearing it up. These guys are pretty solid. And finally, this is just for fun and for my own personal shit. Crowbar is touring Australia. Ha! I couldn't be more excited about this because I've been a huge Crowbar fan forever. And I always get excited when I see what the Crowbar guys are up to. So, if you're from Australia and you actually watch this show, go see Crowbar, goddammit. Alright, that's everything happening that I know about in my little neck of the woods. So, be sure to check out another one of my videos if you're feeling froggy. If not, go check out one of these shows. If I missed something, as always, please show those bands some love in the comments. Also, feel free to hit me up on the Snakeden Facebook page and say, hey, you forgot to mention that this band is playing here on that date, and I will be sure to highlight it on the page so that way everybody knows when everybody's playing. I want to thank you guys for stopping by again, and we'll see you real soon. Take it easy.